Hi guys, just want to give my reaction to the Scotland World Cup squad that was picked earlier on today. Sorry I didn't get a video out as to what I think the squad should be, but I've been pretty busy with a lot of stuff lately, so didn't really get the time to do it. And I'm still looking for my podcast microphone, which is still to find since I moved cities and moved flats, but I'll get around to that soon. Anyway. I've seen the squad announcements, and overall, I'd say I'm fairly happy with it. I think the biggest surprise of those not picked is Rory Hutchison, who had a great game for Scotland against Georgia, scoring 2 tries at the weekend, but obviously wasn't enough for Gregor Townsend to be considered a place in the squad because I thought he did enough, and I personally would have put him in over either Tommy Seymour or Chris Harris, but. It is what it is. Chris Harris did all right against France, scored the winning try, of course. Elsewhere, probably the biggest surprise to some is the omission of Hugh Jones, which to me, considering his form since that England game at Murrayfield, where he scored 2 tries, he hasn't really played all that well since then in the games he's played. I know he was injured during the Six Nations this year, and then missed pretty much all of the end of the season with Glasgow. But he hadn't played it well in since that England game at Murrayfield. He was absolutely anonymous in the warm-up match in Nice against France. He did absolutely nothing in that game, even though he was back to full fitness. So he can't really complain too much that he's been left out. He's not playing well. I think he's on his day one of the most exciting attacking centres in Europe, but defensively there are certainly better options. Duncan Taylor being one of them, and Duncan Taylor has been picked. But I'm a bit sceptical about that because he's barely played any rugby since 2016. He's been injured almost all of that time, bar like a couple of months here and there. But so I have a few doubts about that. I'm hoping he does get up to speed in time for the Ireland game, because I'm guessing the main centre partnership will be Sam Johnson at 12 and Duncan Taylor at 13. We'll see though, but at the moment I'm guessing that's going to be the main centre partnership for us. Defensively, obviously, Duncan Taylor's possibly on his day the best defensive centre we have, so I can understand the reasoning there, but it's to whether he can get up to speed in time for the World Cup, and obviously because he's had some horrific injuries the past couple of years, is whether he can stay fit as well. Stuart McInally being captain was a little bit surprised at that. I thought maybe John Barclay might have got the captaincy back, but John Barclay's obviously been injured. And looking at him in the warm-up games, he's still getting up to speed a bit. He still looks like he's still got a bit of a way to go. So maybe Gregor Townsend's just thinking he needs to concentrate on his game more to get himself back up to the level we know he can play. Just to focus on his game. And Stuart McInally, he's done enough to me to warrant the captaincy, so well done to him. I'll get behind him fully. And Greg Laidlaw's obviously in the team as well, so it's like if Stuart McInally's maybe not having his best game of that, you've got other leaders in the squad, so that's something at least which is good. Overall, like I said, in the forwards, I think the only really surprises to me of those who have been omitted is Matt Fagerson, who did well in the warm-ups. I think he did enough to be in with a shot, but obviously not according to Gregor Townsend. And Magnus Bradbury, even though he's been injured, I think he's such a talented back row forward. I would have had him in the squad if fit. But obviously lack of game time, no game time at all actually over the warm-ups have counted against him there. Elsewhere in the forwards, obviously disappointing. Richie Gray didn't make himself available for the cut because it would have been really great to see him back in a Scotland shirt and playing alongside his brother Johnny, but it is what it is. I would have personally picked him over Ben Toulis, but again, that's the way it's gone. So overall, happy enough. Hopefully we can at least make an impact at the World Cup, do something. And given how we've played in the warm-up games, we've still got some improving to do. And we need to get up to a good level before that opening match against Ireland if we're to be in with a shot of winning that game. And can we? We'll need Ireland to have a bit of an off day, but I think, if we can play our best rugby, very, very possible. I certainly think we can make the quarterfinals of the World Cup at least, but realistically, that'll probably be the best we can do. But you can always hope for better. But we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.